history of Jews living in Ukraine, and my great-grandparents were from Dnepropetrovsk, and a lot of people in this room said that they have family roots that are in Ukraine, and I suspect maybe more that don't even know it. So Angie and Alex, your family is from there, and I'm curious to know more about your family history and what your personal connections are to the community still.
Well, I am from Moscow. I was born in Moscow. My parents were born and raised in Ukraine. My mother is from Odessa, and my father is from Mykolaiv. My grandfather still lives in Mykolaiv, as well as my cousin. And when I was 3.5 years old, my family made an aliyah to Israel. And we lived in a town called Rishon LeZion for 1 year, and then we moved to Bat Yam. We lived there for 6 years. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Of course, I didn't have any memories of Russia because I was very young when I left. We grew up speaking Russian at home, and I still speak Russian till this day, thanks to my parents. And then in 1998, when my father got a job as a chazan, which is a cantor, we moved to America, and we came to live in New York. And my connection to the community in Ukraine is that about last year, over the summer, I traveled on a short-term service program to Dnepropetrovsk, Ukraine. And what sparked my interest initially was that it was Ukraine, and I haven't been back since I moved from the former Soviet Union. And I was very curious to know about the culture and the Jewish community overseas there. So I took on this opportunity, and I had a wonderful, wonderful experience. Things I didn't expect much, and I just came back with the fondest and best experience that I could have possibly had as a young Jewish adult. And then last year, I actually went on a family trip, personal family trip to Ukraine and Russia. And my parents got to show us their hometowns as well as where my brother and I were born, which is in Moscow. And I also got to meet my grandfather that I haven't seen in over 19 years, who lives in Mykolaiv in Ukraine, and he actually gets services from the JDC. And it was very interesting to see how everything came full circle from my personal service trip and seeing how JDC helps him out, and it was just an incredible, incredible opportunity to do this. So.